Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hard Count by the Social Sports Pad Podcast. I am the man they call Cobra, and joining me is Ben and Justin. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
It's a very special version of the Hard Count, and as we know, it is Super Bowl Sunday. And so we're going to be talking about the Super Bowl a little bit today, mainly not about the game, but about the Super Bowl commercials and the Nickelodeon version of the Super Bowl. We're going to do some over-unders on that. But we are going to actually talk about the NFL awards. As a lot of people know, we saw the MVP voted on as Lamar Jackson, proving that the NFL still loves running backs. Congratulations, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, congratulations.
Any comments on a running back winning MVP?
Yeah, he's just gonna be the MVP of the season. That's it.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be sitting. Yeah. He's gonna be sitting on the couch, watching Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes beg his fuck buddy Roger Goodell to, give him the Super Bowl again because he got to be the new Brady. You know how it is.
Yep.
Our offensive rookie of the year, no surprise, C.J. Stroud. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Yeah, well deserved. Offensive player of the year was Christian McCaffrey.
That's nice.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
Like CMC has been a dynamic threat. It was a mistake for Carolina to let him go, but this is the unfortunate new state of the Carolina Panthers. They got to do everything in a knee-jerk reaction.
Pretty much, they are the new brand.
Highest. One of the best dual-use weapons you ever had. A high-end talent. Oh shit, he gets injured a lot. We're gonna trade him for pretty much peanuts to San Francisco. Oh look, he's offensive player of the year. Defensive player of the year was Myles Garrett. That probably had to piss off Mason Rudolph a little bit. He's probably protecting his head.
Yeah.
Does someone have it in front of them? Who was the defensive rookie of the year?
I
know it was a Texans player.
That I did not remember.
Yeah.
Hold up, I looked that up. 1 second.
I totally forgot about the defensive player rookie.
I'm getting it. Yep, defensive rookie of the year was Will Anderson Jr.
That's right. That's what his name was. That's right. His dad played. That's right.
Yep. Coach of the year was Kevin Stefanski. And the comeback player of the year was Joe Flacco.
I saw that coming.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Joe Flacco winning the award over Damar Hamlin was proof that you could literally die on the field last year, come back to play a few games, and that's still not enough. You have to win with the Browns to be comeback player of the year, proving to the NFL that dying isn't good enough to be comeback player.
My only issue I have with it is that Damar Hamlin didn't play enough, in my opinion, to be a comeback player of the year. ESPN radio, I was listening to them. They did make a good point. They should have named the award after him, and then have him give out the award.
Yeah. Which I understand I understand why the hesitancy, because hey, we don't know how many reps he can do. It was one of those shaky ground type of things.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I think Baker Mayfield should have gotten it, not Flacco.
He was on the list. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this openly, no offense to Damar Hamlin, but Damar, you're not a number one. You are a backup safety, and I
Yeah.
hate to say that because you're a good kid. You know, you're a good kid and an excellent human being, but I cannot with all good consciousness call you a great player. Right now, you're just a backup. You know,
Yeah.
hopefully that'll change with time. But as of right now, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't even, he was still a backup when he got injured too, so
Yeah,
when he had that
yeah,
issue. So.
yeah. The main reason why he got he got thrust into the position he was last year was because Micah Hyde went down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. So now we're going to, and finally, the final award I really want to touch up on. I know there were plenty more awards to cover, but I wanted to give a big shout out to the Fan of the Year, which was awarded to a YouTube legend, Tom Grassi. For those who don't know who Tom Grassi is, Tom Grassi does a lot of YouTube stuff, and he did He went to 30 stadiums in 30 days, raising $500,000 for St. Jude.
Yeah, that's good. That's really
And
good.
actually donated the money, unlike another YouTuber who kept the money he was donated to for 13 years. And I'm talking completely about the completionist. Fuck you, man.
Or Jake Paul,
Yep.
or not Jake Paul, Logan Paul,
Yeah.
duping his fan base with the cryptocurrency stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Although the completionist bullshit stuff is worse because he basically created a middleman type charity, in his mother's name, in his dead mother's name,
Wow.
for Alzheimer's.
That is pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, for
That
actually,
is
yeah, for
really bad.
for Alzheimer's and dementia. So that's really worse.
Yeah, that's bad.
So, all right. So let's get away from that, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the Super Bowl. We're going to glance over it a little bit. Basically, this will be our final prediction. We're not going to do any bold. We're just going to say who's going to win. Ben, who you got? Who's winning?
I got the Chiefs.
All right, Justin, who's winning the Super Bowl?
I got Kansas City and go do it with 4 touchdowns.
All right. I also have, unfortunately, the Chiefs winning, with Travis Kelce as the MVP.
Good old Kelsey.
Yep, you gotta milk that Taylor Swift money. Gotta milk it. So now let's go right over the Super Bowl because we're gonna go to what comes on the commercial break, and that is the Super Bowl commercials.
Woohoo!
One of the greatest things about the Super Bowl is the commercials. Fuck the halftime show; it always sucks. Let's go to commercial. So, over under. And we're gonna do a little over under here, guys.
All right.
Okay.
And by the way, before we get started, this over under is sponsored by our affiliates over at Duke Cannon Supply. They got some new fragrances out. Please check them out in our Spotify bio link. So, anyhow, so we're going to start with subjects, and the first subject is Super Bowl commercials surrounding food. All right, I'm going to say, over under, we're going to have 6 commercials surrounding food. I'm going to say over.
I'm going to say under.
Under. Okay. Ben?
I'm going with over.
Over 6. All right. So now, next topic is movie commercials.
Ooh.
Over under 5. I'm going to say over. Justin.
I'm going to say over.
Ben.
I'm going to say 5 even.
5 even, so push. All right. Next one. Celebrity cameo over under. I'm gonna say we're gonna over under. The over under should be 7, and I will say under 7.
I will say over 7.
Ben,
I'm gonna say over 7.
all right. And then now here's another one. Anime related commercial. Will there be an anime commercial in the Super Bowl? Over
Under.
under, yes or no?
Under. For
Under
me.
for Justin?
Under.
Under. Yeah, unfortunately, anime doesn't get any love. I'm gonna say under as well.
Unless Netflix releases the Avatar commercial, maybe that counts.
That's a stretch in of itself.
It's a stretch.
Yeah,
Right?
considering not a lot of people consider Avatar: The Last Airbender an anime, but
It's an American anime. It's a stretch, but
yeah,
it'll semi-count if it shows.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It will semi-count. Okay, and finally, the final commercial thread we're going to talk about is vehicles. Actually, no, there's one more subject. So vehicles over under 3. I'm going to say over.
I'm going to say over on vehicles.
All right, Ben.
Over.
Right. And the final subject, the classic one, beer. Over under 2.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Beer commercials, over under.
Over.
Yep, over.
I'm going over as well.
Yep. Beer and the Super Bowl should go hand in hand with each other. That's just a fact. And now we're going to go into probably one of the more interesting aspects of the Super Bowl coming up this week, or tonight actually, and that would be Nickelodeon.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Nickelodeon is covering the Super Bowl, and I am excited for it because it's Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon has in the past with the NFL games these past few years been delivering a fun type of spin on the NFL.
Oh yeah, I've seen it slime and clap and
Not just that, but also cameos from Patrick Starr doing commentary. It's hilarious.
They had the Ninja Turtles last time.
Yep. But I think we're gonna have fun with the Nickelodeon Super Bowl.
I think so.
Sweet Victory is apparently gonna be a part of the pregame. With SpongeBob actually singing, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be all CGI from what I heard.
Well, that's kind of how they have to do it. It's cheap.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah, unless they had costumes.
So we kind of made our predictions who's going to be the MVP. We made predictions who's going to win, but who's going to be the MVP?
Who's not going to be the viable player?
No, the Nickelodeon, but
The Nickelodeon viable player?
Yeah, the MVP, because the first MVP was Mitch Trubisky.
Ugh.
Yes, that's hilarious.
Probably Patrick Mahomes.
yeah.
I think the MVP would be Christian McCaffrey.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say between the two quarterbacks because they're both talented and everything.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
I can see where you're coming from though, because he can relate to kids. He's funny.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Are the kids voting for it, or who votes for it?
It's a kids vote. It's a kids vote.
Okay. Yeah, maybe him or Kelsey could win too if it's a kids vote.
Yeah,
yeah,
possibly.
Kelsey
Um,
could.
you know, I also forgot to do it over under on how many Taylor Swift appearances we're gonna see at the Super Bowl. Over under 6 on Taylor Swift appearances.
Over under on. I'm gonna go with over.
And I'm gonna go over as well. So this has been a very interesting and fun football season. I will definitely admit that. And we are about to wrap up here. Once again, special thanks go to our affiliates, Fanatics, Duke Cannon, W Energy, Dr. Squatch, and Sleeps. And Bulletproof Coffee, I did forget. Those are in our affiliate bio in our Spotify description. Please check us out, support the channel. And then don't forget also that the Social Sports Pad podcast, we don't just do football. We also have a NASCAR version of the podcast, and we are going to be branching out into other sports. So don't forget to listen to us cover those sports.
Absolutely.
And that will end the hard count, unfortunately. Thank you all for listening so much. We will see you on our other shows. But as far as football is concerned, we will see you at the draft. And on behalf of the Social Sports Pad podcast, I am the man they call Cobra, joined by Ben and Justin. And for the final time this season, we would like to wish you all a good night, a good week,